I know many of you have either a Surface Laptop Go 2 and contemplating whether to switch to a Go 3 and vice versa.
You have to make the hard choice when necessary.
Both devices are unique in their own way. They have their advantages and disadvantages as well. In this video, I will try to point out the differences and similarities of both to help you make a decision, whether to stick with the one you currently have or to change it to the other. Without further ado, let's begin.
Let's get it.
Display. To start with, the design hasn't changed much. The same old magnesium casing cloaked in platinum and matte black. Attached to the chassis is a kickstand with flexible hinges that can move from a tablet mode to a laptop mode. There isn't much difference in the display as well. Both features a vibrant 3:2 aspect ratio, 10.5 PixelSense Corning Gorilla Glass 3 touchscreen, a 1920x1280 220 ppi resolution which gives the crispest and clear images, and a wide viewing angle thanks to thin bezels, with a 105% 1500:1 contrast ratio and a 10-point multi-touch. Both Surface laptops feel compact, weighing only 1.2 pounds, 544 grams. Comparing them to other tablets like iPad Air 2020 and Lenovo Chromebook Dude weighing only 1 pound, the former feels heavy. Another major difference is the battery life. More on that shortly. Memory and storage. Moving on, the Surface Laptop Go 3 has a memory size of 4 GB or 8 GB LPDDR3, which takes less power and has more power-saving features.
I'm clearly the good guy here.
The Go 2 also has the same memory of 4 GB or 8 GB RAM. Comparing the memory size of the Surface Go to the Microsoft Surface Laptop Studio 2, the latter is a much better option considering it comes with 16 GB or 32 GB of RAM. When you choose the Surface Laptop Go 2, you will be working with 128 GB or 256 GB removable drive SSD options.
Okay.
You will get 128 GB SSD drive options as well for Go 3. The SSD options of the Go 3 isn't removable though, but that is why the SD card slot has been provided to give you extra storage. The port selection is a factor worth considering as well. More in a jiffy. You will also get 64 GB for eMMC drive options. Processor. The overall performance of a laptop depends mostly on the processor.
That's a fact.
That is why the Surface Laptop Go 2 works with the Intel Pentium Gold processor 4425Y or an 8th Gen Intel Core M3 processor with an integrated Intel UHD graphics 615 to give you the best performance. This processor features 2 CPU cores. This hyper-threading enabled CPU allows up to 4 concurrent processing threads. On the other hand, the Go 3 has a dual-core Intel Pentium Gold 6500Y or dual-core 10th Gen Intel Core i3-10100Y processor with an integrated Intel UHD graphics 615. This processor features 2 CPU cores and are hyper-threading enabled for 4 processing threads in total. This processor can't handle gaming or video editing, and multitasking is a problem. So you have to focus on one app at a time, but it's energy efficient. I know movie lovers and users working from home are eager to know the camera and audio specs, which I will be speaking about very shortly, so stay tuned. Battery life. The battery life of the Surface Laptop Go 2 isn't bad. It gives you up to 10 hours of typical device usage on the built-in Wi-Fi or LTE advanced model, which will take you through the day while performing activities such as web surfing, Zoom calls, and streaming YouTube video. Built-in Wi-Fi models gives you up to 11 hours of device usage and 10.5 hours on LTE Advanced for the Surface Laptop Go 3, which will allow you browse the web, stream YouTube videos, MS Word documentation, but graphically demanding games will definitely push it off limits, so not advisable.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
The battery life of the Go 3 is actually better off compared to the Go 2. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do so for more informative tech reviews that will help you make the best of choices concerning the Surface Go laptops and any other devices. Connections. On the Surface Laptop Go 2, you have the traditional USB-A port, one USB-C port, which I am very pleased to see, a 3.5mm headphone jack, micro's DXC card reader, and one Surface Connect port. On the other side, the Surface Laptop Go 3 comes with one USB-C port, but no USB-A port, meaning you will need a converter if the peripheral you want to use needs a USB-A connection, which is such a long process.
Tell me about it.
A traditional 3.5mm headphone jack, one Surface Connect port, LTE Advanced Nano SIM tray, and a micro SDXC card reader. Cameras and audio. Working and schooling remotely is the new norm currently. That is why you need a laptop that has quality webcam and audio features to make your work easy and smooth. Both have the Windows Hello Face authentication camera, front-facing, for your security, 5.0 megapixels front-facing camera and 8.0 megapixels rear-facing autofocus camera with 1080p HD video, so you can look good for your video chat calls and video recording sessions. The enhanced dual far-field mics for Go 3 and dual studio mics for Go 2 that makes you sound your best in video calls. The 2 dB stereo speakers with Dolby Audio for the Go 3 and the Omnisonic speakers with Dolby Audio Premium for the Go 2 gives you the best sound feedback you can ever imagine.
Only the best.
Pen compatibility. Another major difference between the Surface Go 2 and 3 is that the Surface Go 3 has an integrated magnetic storage with Surface Pen and supports Microsoft Pen Protocol. However, the Go 2 lacks this. So as an artist who likes to draw with the stylus pen would find the Go 2 very limiting. Likewise, a student who likes taking notes with pen. Lastly, the Surface Go 3 beats the Go 2 with a keyboard compatibility feature with Surface Go Type cover. The backlit keyboard doesn't come with the product, so you have to buy it separately. Feels cramped when typing, but as the saying goes, half a loaf is better than none. Now that you have seen the differences, similarities, strengths, and weaknesses of the Surface Laptop Go 2 and 3, which one do you think is worth your money? Leave us a comment in the comment section. Price. The Surface Go 3 starts at $499.99, whilst the Go 2 starts at $399.99. The pricing is relatively cheap considering the specs and features. Although the Surface Laptop Go has received numerous praise for its lightweight, affordability, well-designed, and incredible performance. There are a few criticisms about the limited RAM, lousy battery life, and not a gaming or editing machine. Thank you so much for staying with us to the end of this video. If this video was very informative, I recommend our next video on the ASUS ZENBOOK Flip 13. We talk about all the best features one can find on the laptop plus other informative details you will definitely like. Until then, see you next time.